So, I've never listened to a Taylor Swift album. Naturally, I know she's one of the biggest artists in the world. I know she has millions of fans. I know she sells crazy records, but I've just never really been intrigued that much by her stuff. So I've never listened to a full album from her. However, I've heard a track or two, definitely. Like there are a couple tracks that I've heard over the radio, or just songs that are just so mainstream that I've definitely heard. If you ask me my favorite song from her, I'll probably say Lover. I have heard that one from a couple years ago, which I really did like. But yeah, overall, never listened to an album from her. This will be the first album of hers that I check out. Hopefully, I do enjoy it. I mean, her type of music isn't necessarily my favorite to go to. However, I'm trying to branch out and try something new. Hopefully, this does go well. So let's just dive right into it. The album is entitled The Tortured Poets Department.
Come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. And no one here's to blame. But what about your quiet treason? And for a fortnight there we were, forever running to you. Sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turn into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers. I wanna kill her. All my mornings are Mondays, stuck in an endless February. I took the miracle move on drug. The effects were temporary, and I love you. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight, but I touched you, and for a fortnight there we were, forever running to you. Sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turn into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers. I wanna kill her. And for a fortnight there we were, together running to you. Sometimes comment on my sweater. Now you're at the mailbox, turned into good neighbors. My husband is cheating. I wanna kill him. I love you. It's ruining my life.
Alright, so far what I like. I like the background vocals from Post Malone. Yeah, so Post is featured on this track. I like how they're playing off each other thus far. I like the piano. It's like a doom 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 doom. It's kind of like playing as kind of like a bass line in the track. Well, not really a bass line, but it's like the underlying bass effect on the piano. I like that. It's kind of the driving force of the track, so that's solid. Lyrically, it's okay. Vocally, her voice kind of has this doubling on it. I don't know necessarily how I feel about it thus far. But again, her and Post are actually playing off each other relatively well. What I've derived thus far is it's about a short relationship, possibly with someone who actually was with someone else at the time. I may be wrong, but let's just delve more into the track to get a better feel of what it's about.
I wanna kill him. I love you. It's ruining my life. I touch you. I love you. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. I touch you for only a
My initial thoughts. The track did have a build. It really built up to something. I think the payoff was definitely the Post Malone feature. I think Taylor did relatively well. It was definitely not a bad track. It was just the intro, so I do expect the album to pick up even more. But yeah, the feature really sold the track to me. It built really well, and I think just when Post came on the track, you could feel his presence, and it actually worked really well. So I really like that aspect of the track. I do think the opening was a little bland somewhat. Definitely not bad, but I do feel like it could have been executed a lot better. So I think that has something to do with more of an artist performance as opposed to the track itself. But it's a decent opener. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Not bad at all. Is this something that I'll play on a constant? Probably not. However, I will say that that little melody in the hook with both of them, it's kind of a bit of an earworm, so who knows?
You left your typewriter at my apartment, straight from the tortured poets department. I think some things I never say, like who uses typewriters anyway. But you're in self-sabotage mode, throwing spikes down on the road. But I've seen this episode and still love the show. Who else decodes you? And who's gonna hold you like me? And who's gonna know you if not me? I laughed in your face and said, you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patty Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel, we're modern idiots. And who's gonna hold you like me? Nobody, no fucking body, nobody. You smoked them 8-7 bars of chocolate. We declare Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. I scratch your head, you fall asleep like a tattooed golden retriever. But you awaken with dread, pounding nails in your head. But I've read this.
Alright, so this one is a little more upbeat. I like the production on it. It's very bright in your face. It's very bouncy. I like this. I will say I do not get some of the references she's making. She mentioned that Dylan and the Chelsea Hotel. That may be a TV show, a popular American TV show, something along the lines of that, possibly. I'm not certain. I do know who Charlie Puth is, and saying that she and this person are agreeing on the fact that he should be a bigger artist. I mean, Charlie Puth is massive, but yeah, he's a really talented guy, so I get the reference there. So far, so good. I like this, and I like how more vocally dynamic she is on this track. As I would say on the previous track, it came across a little bland at times, like it was just in that vocal pocket throughout most of the track. But here we're getting a little bit more of range and so forth, so I like this.
This one way you come undone. I chose this cyclone with you. And who's gonna hold you like me? Hold you, who's gonna hold you? And who's gonna know you like me? I laughed in your face and said, you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patty Smith.
uses like 3 different sets of vocals for the harmony.
Who else is gonna at dinner you take my ring off my middle finger and put it on the one people put wedding rings on, and that's the closest I've come to my heart exploding. Who's gonna hold you, me? Who's gonna know you, me? And you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith. This ain't the Chelsea Hotel, we're 2 idiots. Who's gonna hold you? 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 Gonna know you, gonna show you. You left your typewriter in my apartment, straight from the torture poets department. Who else decodes
You know what? I'm gonna say that was a good track. I will give this a 8 out of 10. It's very good. It's a good pop. It's a good pop. I like the production elements a lot. I love the little call and responses that came in towards the end. And again, as I said, it's very bright, and I think that's a good thing. I don't get some of the references, but that's just me being ignorant of the facts. But yeah, solid second track. Let's continue.
Oh, here we go again. The voices in his head call the rain to end our days of wild. The sickest army doll purchased at the mall. Reveal lights descend my plastic smile. But you should have seen him when he first got me. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Toys. Oh, I'm queen of sand castles he destroys. Oh, is a bit too right. Puzzle pieces in the dead of night. Should've known it was a matter of time. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. There was a litany of reasons why we could have played for keeps this time. I know I'm just repeating myself. Put me back on my shelf. First, pull the string and I'll tell you that he runs because he loves me. He loves me. Cause you should have seen him when he first saw me. My boy only breaks his favorite toys. Toys. I'm queen of sand castles he destroys. Cause I knew too much. There was danger in the heat of my touch. It's over ever, so he smashed it up. My boy only breaks his favorite toys.
Alright, so I'm definitely vibing to this one a lot more, and I think that's definitely down to the production value. I like the percussive segment. It definitely stands out. I think it might be the strongest percussive side of a beat thus far. Note we're only 3 tracks in, so there's still a lot of room where things can happen. However, I like this. Again, a very catchy hook. Yeah, so it's a very catchy hook, and I like that aspect of the track. And again, I think she's vocally doing a bit more on this track also. So I like this. I'm actually vibing to this one. Again, some of the metaphors are not hitting for me personally, but this is solid.
Only braces, baby toys. Once I fix me, he's gonna miss me. Once I fix me, he's gonna miss me. Say when I play again, he was my best friend. Down in the sandlot, I felt more when we played pretend. And then all the cans, 'cause he took me out of my box. Stole my tortured heart. Left all these broken parts. Told me I'm better off.
I like that song. I like that song. I did make reference to the use of the metaphor earlier, and I think I will take it back. I will say her personifying herself as a toy and saying this guy loves to break his favorite toy. I think it's a solid enough metaphor, well, personification of her being said toy and him being childish somewhat and tending to actually inflict damage on something that you would think someone would want to cherish, as it is his favorite toy. So I think it's solid lyrically. I don't mind it at all. It might be my favorite. It's Tortured Poets so far. So yeah, the album has definitely been on a solid uprise.
Did you really beat me up in a cloud of sparkling dust? Just to do experiments on. Tell me I was the chosen one. Show me that this world is bigger than us. Then send me back where I came from. For a moment I knew cosmic love. Now I'm down bad crying at the gym. Everything comes out teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. I might just die, it would make no difference. Down bad, breaking up in blood. Staring at the sky, come back and pick me up. Fuck it if I can't have us. I might just not get up, I might stay down bad. Fuck it if I can't have him. Down bad. Fuck it if I can't have him. Did you take all my old clothes just to leave me here naked and alone in a field in my same old town that somehow seems so hollow now? They'll say I'm nuts if I talk about the existence of you. For a moment I was heaven struck. Now I'm down bad crying at the gym. Everything comes out teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. I might just die, it would make no difference. Down bad breaking up in blood. Your hostile takeovers, encounters closer and closer. All your indecent exposures. How dare you say that it's? I'll build you a fort on some planet where they can all understand it. How dare you think it's romantic, leaving me safe and stranded?
driving bass, and the production was solid. I like some of the vocal dynamics on the track, definitely. I don't know how I feel about the hook. Dun, da, 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 da. I mean, the melody goes something along the lines of that. I do not know exactly how to feel about that hook. And even the content of the track, I get it. It's very blatant. It's being outright down bad for this person, which for a lot is a relatable topic. But it's all about the execution, right? I will say I would like the track a lot more if there was a portion towards the end before the when the beat got kind of watered down and it was simmering down. I think it would have been a brilliant moment to bring in some stringed instruments. I definitely hear a violin on the outro of this track, so I feel like that was a missed opportunity. I think that would have definitely elevated my overall rating on this track. For now, I'm gonna give it a 6. It's not bad by any means, but I think I might really like this one. That was a brilliant intro.
I saw in my mind fairy lights through the mist. I kept calm and carried the weight of the rift. Pulled him in tighter each time he was drifting away. My spine split from carrying us up the hill. Wet through my clothes, weary bones caught the chill. I stopped trying to make him laugh, stopped trying to drill the safe. Thinking, how much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? Oh, the tragedy. So long, London. You'll find someone. I didn't opt in to be your odd man out. I found at the club she's heard great things about. I left all I knew, you left me at the house by the heath. I stopped CPR after all, it's no use. The spirit was gone, we would never come to. And I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. For so long, London. Stitches undone. Two graves, one gun. I'll find someone.
That's good.
And you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it. My white knuckle dying grip, holding tight to your quiet resentment. And my friend said it isn't right to be scared. Every day of a love affair, every breath feels like rarest air. When you're not sure if he wants to be there. So how much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? How much tragedy? Just how low did you think I'd go for? I'd self-implode for. I'd have to go be free. You swore that you loved me, but where were the clues? I died on the altar, waiting for the proof. You sacrificed us to the gods of your bluest days. And I'm just getting color back into my face. I'm just mad as hell 'cause I loved this place for so long. London had a good run, a moment of war.
That's definitely my favorite track thus far. It had everything. The vocals were very good. The artist's performance is the best it's been on this album thus far. I'm convinced of what she's trying to emote. So kudos to her on that. The production, interesting choice, very good idea, and I have to thumbs up to the producers. It worked really well. That thumb, that drive-in percussive segment where it's just that it's kind of has this dance feel to it almost, but it doesn't feel dancey because everything else is pretty much standard Taylor, but it's so well put together in the production where it doesn't have a stark contrast in the beat. It just meshes really well. So I really like those elements. And then lyrically, I also really like some of what she was saying. The metaphors really do hit. I think my favorite line would have to be the one about two graves, one gun. Yeah, just like the analogy there, that's really good. Speaking to how they're both gonna suffer from this tragedy of a relationship that's ended. However, it was one gun, and I'm gonna assume it was also one bullet, and it's just one person who pulled that trigger. But at the end of the day, they're both gonna face the consequences of that breakup. So I just like the analogy there. That was really good. Definitely my favorite line. Yeah, I really like this song. Definite. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. I really like this one.
Forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in the Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you, cause they hate you. Too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. They slammed the door on my whole world, the one thing I wanted. Now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having this baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm turning to flooring through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know it's crazy, but it's the one I want. Dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid. Tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. He was chaos, he was revelry. Bedroom eyes like a remedy. Soon enough, the elders had convened down at the city hall. Stay away from her.
That portion.
The saboteurs protested too much. Lord knows the words we never heard. Just screeching tires of true love. And I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm having baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm telling to floor through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. I'll tell you.
So this is kind of more like that country pop crossover gem. I really enjoyed the pre-chorus, and I really enjoyed the chorus. I think it builds enough. It's really grand. I will say something about Taylor that I've noticed, especially on this project. It's been featured a lot. Her verses are a lot more of rants, which is fine. I get that that's what she's going for, but the delivery is almost like this perpetuant speaking, like she's just talking over the beat as opposed to singing it. It's not very melodical when it comes to her verses, and you usually get that more melodical segments as you go further into the track, like the pre-chorus and the hook. And I think those sections are just really good, and I think this track is a good display of that. But then the verses are a bit more of musical rants over the instrumental as opposed to singing and giving the vocal dynamics. Like you don't get a lot of that in the verses of the track, is what I'm saying. Hope that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, I really like the pre-chorus and the hook of the track. I just think the verses could use some work in the way it's written musically. But overall, solid thus far.
God save the most judgmental creeps who say they want what's best for me. Sanctimoniously performing soliloquies I'll never see. Thinking it can change the beat of my heart when he touches me.
I like the alliteration.
Chemistry and undo the destiny. You gotta pray for me. My wild boy and all this wild joy. If all you want is pray for me, it's just white noise, it's just my.
I give it a 7. I give it a 7. Pre-chorus and hook, solid. Not something I'll play on my spare time, like while I'm listening to music. So far, I have at least 2 songs that I would add to my playlist. But this is solid. I pretty much told you how I felt about the track. However, I will say I have to highlight it because it made me laugh. She had this line about sanctimoniously performing soliloquies that I'll never see. I just think the alliteration on it is actually funny, and I like it. It's a good line. It's a good line. I won't take that away from her. So that was good. That was good. 7 out of 10 is a fair score. Yeah, let's move on to the other track. Okay. It's an interesting title. Fresh Out the Slum.
Now, pretty baby, I'm running back home to you.
Yeah.
Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call will be to.
Okay. Alright.
Fresh out the slammer, another summer, taking cover, blood thunder. He don't understand me. Splintered back in winter, silent dinners, bitter. He was with her in dreams. Gray and blue and fights and tunnels, handcuffed to the spell I was under. For just 1 hour of sunshine, years of labor, locks and ceilings, in the shade of how he was feeling. But it's gonna be alright, I did my time. Now, pretty baby, I'm running back home to you.
Wait a minute.
Fresh out the slammer, I know who my first call will be to. Fresh out the slammer, candle flashes, welcome bashes, get them matches, toss the ashes off the bench. As I said in my letters, now that I know better, I will never lose my baby again. My friends tried it, I wouldn't hear it. Watch me daily disappearing. For just 1 glimpse of his smile. All those nights he kept me going, swirled you into all of my poems. Now we're at the starting line, I did my time. Now, pretty baby, I'm running to the house. We still wait up in that porch light gleams. To the one who says I'm the girl of his American dreams. And no matter what I've done, it wouldn't matter
chorus
but
part
it's
though.
gonna be
That
alright.
chorus is
I
really
did
strong.
my
You have to bring that back.
time.
I don't think they're good. I think that's it. That's it. 8 out of 10. The beat switch was very in your face. I did not see that coming, so that was
You
good.
can beat the heat if you beat the charges too. They said I was a cheat. I guess it must be true.
No, hold up. Wait, I have to commend her on the falsetto in the chorus. Now, pretty baby, na 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 na. Don't know the lyrics, but yeah, the whole you're the first person I'm coming to when I've gotten out of this situation. The situation being prison, as she's alluding to, like it's just going to be you all the way. I like that. It's good. Decent lyricism. I just had to pause to highlight that. I want to give her credit where it's due. That was good. The beat switch did not see coming. I like it. It's showing some artistic integrity in her approach to the track. The second beat kind of had a little bit of R&B flavor to it, I will say. Not too much, but I think there were elements there that reminded me of R&B today.
Still driving myself crazy. Little did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in. So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin, Florida. It's one hell of a drug, Florida.
Okay.
The hurricane was my name when it came. I got drunk and I dared it to wash
That's not
me
it. Who's
away.
that?
Barricaded in the bathroom with a bottle of wine. Well, me and my ghost, we had a hell of a time. Yes, I'm haunted, but I'm feeling just fine. All my girls got the lace and their crimes. Your cheap husband disappeared. Well, no one asks any questions here. So I did my best to lay to rest all of the bodies that have ever been on my body and in my mind. They sink into the swamp.
They're never gonna
Is
bring
that a
it.
bad thing to say in a song? Little did you know you're 100 only the time you'll get arrested. So you pack your life away just to wait out the shitstorm back in Texas, Florida. It's one hell of a drug, Florida. I need to forget, so take me to Florida. I've got some regrets, so baby, live in Florida. Tell me I'm despicable, say it's unforgivable. These the dolls are beautiful, let me out Florida. I need to forget, so take me to Florida. I got some regrets, so bury them in Florida. Tell me I'm despicable, say it's unforgivable. What a crash, what a rush, put me out Florida. It's one hell of a drug. It's one hell of a drug. Love loves me like this, and I want to exist. So take me to Florida. Did you know your home's really only a town you're just a guest in? So you work your life away just to pay for a timeshare down in Destin. Little did you know your home's really only the town you'll get arrested. So you pack your life away just to wait out the shitstorm back in Texas, Florida. It's one hell of a drug, Florida. Can I use you, Florida? It's one hell of a drug, Florida.
I love the theatrics. Very good change of pace. This is only the second feature. I'm not sure who that artist was. I'm not familiar with the artist, I must say. But her and Taylor work really well. They blend so good. Uh, I love the Florida. Da, 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 da. They go down, then when it comes back around, Florida, can't take you home. And she goes to the falsetto. I love that. I think I heard a talk box somewhere in the background of this track. Definitely singing along with some of the lines. So I think that was a good little detail there. Um, there's something else that oh yeah, parts of the melody reminds me of this song from a few years ago. I want to say that song about oh oh all I know, loving you is a losing game. Something about this track reminds me of that in the melodies and parts of the track. I hope y'all get what I'm saying, but some parts of the melody reminds me of that track. I know I'm not crazy, but good track. 8 out of 10. Solid, really solid.
Blue Nile, he sent me down.
Thought she was gonna rap.
I hadn't heard it in a while. My boredom's bone deep. This cage was once just fine. Am I allowed to cry? I dream of cracking locks, throwing my life to the wolves or the ocean rocks, crashing into him tonight. He's a paradox. I'm seeing visions. Am I bad or mad or wise? What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? I'm slipping, falling back into the headspace. Oh, what a way to die. I keep recalling things we never did. Messy talk, lip kiss. How I long for our tryst without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty as sin? I keep these longings locked in lowercase inside a vault. Someone told me there's no such thing as bad thoughts. Only your actions talk. These fatal fantasies, giving way to labor breath, taking all of me. We've already done it in my head. If it's make believe, mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind. One second falling back into the headspace. Oh, what a way to die. My bedsheets overglazed. I screamed his name, building up dark waves, crashing over my grave without ever touching his skin. How can I be guilty as sin? What if I roll the stone away? They're gonna crucify me anyway. What if the way you hold me is actually what's holy? If long suffering propriety is what they want from me, they don't know how you've haunted me so
I
stunningly.
love that chord.
I choose you
They don't know. They don't know.
religiously.
Huh?
What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? I'm slipping, falling back into the headspace. Oh, what a way to die. I keep recalling things we never did. Messy talk, lip kiss. How I long for our tryst.
The hook. Best part of the track. Die. Yeah. Great melody. The track is fun. gets you moving. I don't have much more to say. Uh, I could I could talk about the cons. I will say there's still points in the track where she sounds a little monotone. Probably I'm just used to. Oh, I probably haven't said it, but I'm an R&B guy. I love soul music. I love vocal acrobatics. I understand that that may not be necessarily what Taylor Swift goes for, and that may not necessarily be what her fans go to her for. So I'm not expecting her to be up here giving me crazy runs and a lot of vocal dynamics. However, it's still things. There's still things like that I have to check for in a track just to see the whole structural arrangement of it all. So it's something that I will point out when I hear it, and I will praise her on it. But I'll also talk about it feeling a bit one note when it is like that. So yeah, absolutely love the hook. The track is fun. It gets you in a groove. I will say. I just feel like vocally she can show off some more. I mean, like she has to be. I mean, there were tracks earlier where she was superb vocally, so I know she is capable of doing that. And I know sometimes doing less is doing more, but it can get old, and we're kind of like 10 tracks in now, so spice it up some more. But yeah, let's continue. This has been a fairly decent experience thus far, I will say, and I will walk away from this with at least a couple tracks that I will say, yo, I love that Taylor Swift song. That's a really good one.
But my bare hands paved their paths. You don't get to tell me about sad. If you wanted me dead, you should have just said. Nothing makes me feel more alive. So I leap from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream. Who's afraid of little old me?
It's good.
You should be.
I had the more acoustic vibes.
The scandal was contained. The bullet had just grazed.
I think that guitar is
At all
really
costs,
working.
keep your good name. You don't get to tell me you feel bad. Is it a wonder I broke? Let's hear one more joke. Then we could all just laugh until I cry. So I leap from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream. Who's afraid of little old me?
Catch the party as a record scratch.
I was tame, I was gentle till the circus life made me mean. Don't you worry, folks, we took out all her teeth. Who's afraid of little old me? Well, you should be, 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 you should be crazy. I did not want.
All right, I like that track. I like that track. I think the line about her crashing the party like a record scratch is absolutely hilarious. Like who be writing these lyrics, yo? That's really funny. But yeah, I think she performs as well as you can expect on a track where she's trying to come across a bit more aggressive per se. So yeah. I don't have any complaints about this song. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And again, I'll commend her. There were a lot more vocal dynamics on this one. So kudos her. Well done.
The jokes that he told across the bar were revolting and far too loud. They shake their heads saying, God help her when I tell him he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix her, no, really I can. And only I can.
Okay.
The dopamine races through his brain on a 6-lane Texas highway. His hand so callous from his pistol softly traces hearts on my face.
Okay.
And I could see it from a mile away, a perfect case for my certain skill set. He had a halo of the highest grade, he just hadn't met me yet. They shake their heads saying, God help her when I tell him he's my man. But your good Lord doesn't need to lift a finger. I can fix her, no, really I can. And only I can. Good boy, that's right. Come close, I'll show you heaven if you'll be an angel. All night, trust me, I can.
The
Handle
sample.
me a
This
dangerous
is the sample.
man. No, really, I can. They shook their heads saying, God help her when I
This country vibe she's going for. Well, I know she does country. But yeah, I feel like she performs well on this track. She really encompasses what she's saying, and I'm convinced that she's deranged enough to believe that she can actually change this person. And it's a very compelling story, so I have to give her props on that. There's definitely a sample here on some of the melodies, or interpolation at the very least. I just can't quite place what it is, but I definitely hear that melody. It's very in my head actually. But yeah, that's a 9 out of 10. I really like that one. One of my favorites. Oh, we're getting a piano ballad. Haven't had one of those yet, right?
Who's gonna stop us from waltzing back into rekindled flames? If we know the steps anyway, we embroidered the memories of the time I was away.
I love ballads.
Stitching, we were just kids, babe. I said I don't mind, it takes time. I thought I was better safe than starry-eyed. I felt a glow like this, never before and never since. If you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. You and I go from one kiss to getting married, still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried in your suit and tie. In the nick of time, you low down boy, you stand up guy, you Holy Ghost, you told me I'm the love of your life. You said I'm the love of your life. About a million times. Who's gonna tell me the truth when you blew in with the winds of fate and told me I reformed you when your impressionist paintings of heaven turned out to be fakes? Well, you took me to hell too, and all at once
con man sells a fool a dream. And it's a get love quick con as opposed to a love quick scheme, as opposed to a con man selling the ideology of something, and it's a get rich quick scheme. So I think that was solid. I love a lot of the imagery she was painting regarding love being like a painting and it's still wet and the dripping paint spill and so forth. Yeah, so this is a good ballad. It's really beautiful. I love the arrangement. I love the progression on the piano. This is definitely one of my favorites thus far, and I think she's performing really well. She's definitely in her bag at this moment, and I'm loving it.
Never mind, I feel the dreams engulfed in fire. Your arsons match your somber eyes, and I'll still see it until I die. You're the loss of my life.
I think that was clever. LOML, right? Love of my life. But she enters saying, but you were the loss of my life. It's still the LOML. That was clever.
I can read your mind. She's having the time of her life. There in her glittering prime, the lights refract sequin stars off her silhouette every night. I can show you lies, 'cause I'm a real tough kid. I can handle my shit. They said, baby, gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. Lights, camera, bitch, smile, you floor, all the pieces of me.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. This one isn't really for me. I think this track definitely has its audience, but I'm not convinced.
Starry-eyed in your Jehovah's Witness suit.
Okay.
Who the fuck was that guy? You tried to buy some pills from a friend of friends of mine. They just ghosted you. Now you know what it feels like. And I don't even want you back, I just want to know if rusting my sparkling summer was the goal. And I don't miss what we had, but could someone give a message to the smallest man who ever lived? You hung me on your wall, stabbed me with your push pins, in public showed me off, then sank in stoned oblivion. 'Cause once your queen had gone, you treat her like an also ran. You didn't measure up in any measure of a man. And I don't even want you back, I just want.
Favorite aspect of the track is definitely the harmonization between her and the piano's melody. And I think this is a good rant. I mean, this is like the point in the breakup where you're just totally trash talking the other person. So I get it. I don't mind it at all. And I can empathize with where she's coming from. So I don't mind it at all. I feel like that's a natural stage in breakups where you just lash out and trash talk the other person. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Yeah, a solid 7.5 out of 10. Another ballad in that piano lane, so I really appreciate that aspect. I mean, she's been really solid for the past 6 or so tracks.
Calls hit me like wine. What if I told you I'm back? The hospital was a drag. Worst sleep that I ever had. I circled you on a map. I haven't come around in so long, but I'm coming back so strong. So when I touch down, call the amateurs and cut 'em from the team. Ditch the clowns, get the crown, baby, I'm the one to be. 'Cause the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? Hey you, what if I told you we're cool? That child's play back in school is forgiven under my rule. I haven't come around in so long, but I'm making a comeback to where I belong. This happens once every few lifetimes. These chemicals hit me like wine.
That sounds like a single from her. As in, the song arrangement just sounds like the type of song she would make a single. I like the hook. It's a decent song. I'm gonna give it a 7.
You look like Clarabelle in this light. Remarkable all your life. Did you know you'd be picked like a rose? I'm not trying to exaggerate, but I think I might die if it happened. Die if it happened to me. No one in my small town thought I'd see the lights of Manhattan. This town is fake, but you're the real thing. Breath of fresh air through smoke rings. Take the glory, give everything. Promise to be dazzling. You look like Stevie Nicks in 75. The hair and lips, crowd goes wild at her fingertips. Half moonshine, a full eclipse. I'm not trying to exaggerate, but I think I might die if I made it. Die if I made it. No one in my small town thought I'd meet these suits in LA. They all wanna say this town is fake, but look like Taylor Swift in this light. We're loving it. You've got edge. She never did. The future's bright, dazzling.
Okay. I think that was our final track. Tortured Poets Department. It was definitely a journey. There were definitely tracks that I really liked. There were tracks that I think were decent. And then there were tracks that I felt were a bit bland. So, all in all, that's usually the case with a lot of albums, even from artists that I do like. So, yeah. About that final track though, I don't think that was a necessary track. I feel like ending on the previous track would have been a better way to go out on a personal note. So, yeah, I didn't really care much for that closing track. All in all, this is a fairly decent album. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think that's fairly decent. Again, this is my very first project from her. I don't think it's probably not her best. I mean, artists is I mean, the best album from artists is usually not their latest. So I'm pretty sure there are other albums of hers that I should probably get into to have a better understanding of her artistic character. But yeah, I don't find this album bad by any means. It's fairly solid. There are tracks that are definitely, I think overall there are 16 tracks. I think there are four tracks that I really, really, really love. But there are like 10 tracks that are actually good songs. But there are like four that I will definitely be playing outside of this experience. So that's 4 out of 16 is 1/4. Yeah, it's 1/4 of the whole album cut. So that's 25%. I love 20. I really love 25% of this album. And if I think at least 10 is good, that's roughly 70% of the album is good, which is why it gets a 7 out of 10. So yeah, I don't mind this album at all. Let me know what your favorite tracks are below. Let me know if you agree with me. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will feel strongly about my opinion and not agree at all, which I respect. But I'm just trying to be as transparent as possible in this journey. I don't regret checking this album out at all. And I'm coming away with things that I really admire from it. But yeah, at least now you guys know what I'm looking for in my music, so hopefully y'all can steer me in the direction of albums that would better suit the things that I like. But overall, a good experience. Solid.